Well, grieving the loss of a loved one can be hard to manage, but thankfully there is a local program that's helping people find hope with grief support.
Jessie Shivler is the community grief manager for Agrace, and she joins us today to talk about some of the programs that they offer. Jessie, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, so this month there is a support group for young adults and adults. Can you tell us a little bit about those groups, when they meet, just any other information you can give us?
Sure. So one of the things that we've noticed is that there's not a lot of grief support available for young adults. So like 18 to 30-year-olds kind of fall through the cracks. And so we wanted to offer a young adult group. So that meets once a month. It's the second Thursday of the month, and they can certainly, get in touch with us for more details. But we do want to make sure that people know that that's available. We also have an LGBTQ spouse partner loss group coming up this fall that we want to spread the word on. So just trying to meet the needs of people in our community who are grieving a death.
And we know there are many stages of grief. So what are some of the benefits to some of these support groups?
Sure. So I think the biggest benefit of joining a support group is just realizing you're not alone. Just being in the same space with people is huge. And there's also the benefit of learning about grief. What are common grief reactions? So often we hear from people, they feel like they're doing grief wrong because, they're still sad after 6 months or something. And so just normalizing it and being with others who get it is really the biggest benefit, I think.
Absolutely. This is such an important topic. And since the pandemic, we've seen a lot of options for people to participate virtually. Is that the case with this too?
We do have some virtual options. Yes, absolutely. Because we realize for some people that's just a better option. So we do have grief groups available for adults virtually.
And what happens if I'm someone who's maybe not comfortable with a group setting? Do you have one-on-one help?
We do.
Or support groups? Or?
Yeah, we do. We do offer short-term individual support.
Okay.
So for some people that, like you said, is just a better option. It's more accessible for them. Maybe they're not ready to be in front of a group. And one of the things is that at Agrace, we offer grief support to anyone who's grieving a death, even if the person who died was not a hospice patient.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that people know that if you're grieving a death, you can reach out to us and we can help provide support.
That's really good information. Just so we're up front, any sort of fee involved that people, should expect when they reach out?
Sure. So if the person who died was not served by Agrace, there is a fee. Individual support is $35 a session. Groups vary between $15 and $75, but that can be lowered or waived, and we don't require any proof to do that. We don't want it to be a barrier. We want people to get quality grief support. So even if the finance piece feels like it's not manageable for people, we definitely still want them to reach out.
All right, an important conversation. Jessie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll be sure to put all this information on our web channel on WKOW.com.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And if you are interested in volunteering with Agrace, there's an orientation coming up in just a few weeks. It's going to be held Tuesday, the 15th. That's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the morning at the Adult Day Center on West Beltline Highway in Madison. To fill out an application, you can visit the website that's on your screen right now or call that number 608-327-7163.